Welcome back to Queens on Queens. I am your host, Nate Clark, and also welcome back to Shanna B, my
Hey,
co-host.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't treat me like that.
Treat you like what?
I've been on just a little mini vacation.
All I said was welcome back.
Like I've been gone a long ass time.
All I said was welcome back. How was that a negative?
Welcome back. It should be welcome back to both of us because we both wasn't here last week.
I
We
wasn't
back,
here because
y'all.
you wasn't here.
Well, both of us are welcome back. Thank you.
I'm not about to do this with you tonight. I'm not about to do this with you tonight, okay? I just woke up from my nap. I just
Oh
ate,
man,
my
you
stomach
lucky.
full.
Oh
I'm ready
Lord.
to go. I'm trying to shell out. And you trying to bring something out of me.
All the way. I'm not fond of
Okay.
these glasses right now. They really
Anyway,
feel like I'm cockeyed right now. I don't like it.
the
Okay,
fuck?
my eyes look real crazy right now. I don't like it.
Oh, I can barely see them. Your lighting is bad.
I told you my kids messing with my daggone laptop. I'm like,
Okay, so you got any? Please, no, no. This is not Tales from the Crypt, Shayna.
no.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm turning on another light. See if that'll help a little bit.
I'm trying to get this thing started.
Well, go ahead.
I, oh, Jesus.
No, I don't have any
Oh,
tea.
hold on. Let me just.
Woosah.
Oh,
Woosah.
okay. I'm about
Okay.
to tell you to go somewhere. All
What?
right. So let's get into it. You say you ain't got no hot tea. Some of my tea got a little stale because your ass wasn't in the state. So let
Oh
me
my
just try to give
god.
you something that's still a little bit warm at least.
Well, give me something warm, not stale.
Over on Vanderpump Rules,
Oh Lord.
have you heard about the lawsuits going on?
Well, okay, so I know there was a lawsuit from Raquel to uh um Sandoval, but now I heard Sandoval trying to do a lawsuit to Raquel, right? Am I wrong? Right or wrong?
You're wrong. So
Okay,
Raquel was suing both Sandoval and Ariana.
okay.
Now Sandoval, uh, okay, so this is what happened. News broke that Sandoval launched a lawsuit against Ariana.
Yep. Oh, okay, leaking something, right?
And yes, and so he and his current girlfriend got off social media. But the backlash was swift and powerful, as
Mm.
you know, as it should. Then, sometime after that, he makes a public statement saying that his lawyer launched that lawsuit against his knowledge and against his permission, and he was not aware of exactly what that lawsuit entailed. So he dropped the lawsuit and fired the lawyer. So that lawsuit against her is dropped.
Oh, okay.
Now, Ariana and Katie are being sued by their former business partner and chef for their restaurant over some business dealings gone wrong. I guess she didn't get paid what she was supposed to get paid, or the agreements on the contract weren't met, or something like that. So it's it's a
That's
mess,
a
honey.
lot of suing that's going over here. It's a lot. It's a lot happening in Vanderpump.
Yeah, it's a
Jesus.
lot. Everybody want to sue the one bitch with a job.
Right, the one person with a job. God dang. And she working a
That
lot
was a
now.
piece of
I
the
like
pie.
it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um. What else is going on? I think that's all I got, to be honest with you. Oh, it is confirmed. I don't know if we talked about this before you left or not. Housewives of New Jersey, their reunion is a watch party.
No, not that. I did not know it was a watch party.
Okay, so we're in place of the reunion. The cast is going back to the restaurant where the finale is going to take place, and they're going to be separated by their teams in separate rooms, and are going to watch the finale and give their commentary on it. And they have the permission to go into the other team's room and talk to them or whatever. But reportedly, the only person that did that is Dolores.
Now, where was Dolores at? Which room was Dolores in? That's the question.
Dolores started off in Teresa's room, and then I guess she went over to Margaret and Melissa's, their little camp over there, and
Okay.
spoke to them or whatever. And there is no Andy Cohen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that should be interesting to watch. I mean, I may watch just that, and that's it.
I do plan on watching the finale, and I do plan on watching that reunion. That's all I plan on watching.
That's all I plan on watching too. So we are in agreement on that one. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to some other tea about New Jersey. So you know how Teresa said that John Fuda was the biggest drug dealer, blah blah blah, and then John and Rachel tried to say that he was arrested when he was 17 for selling marijuana.
Yes.
That, as I've told people, that is not true. There is now a news article being floated around with John in there before he changed his last name when he was 20 years old doing an armed robbery in somebody's house with two other men.
He changed his last name.
And he was arrested. He changed his last name. It was a violent crime in which he broke into somebody's house with guns. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Get out of here.
That news article is floating. It's an old article, but it's floating around. He got his picture on there and everything.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm just mad that they dug this up now and not when that episode aired. We could have been cleared this shit up.
Like all the way.
But I knew those people was lying. I knew there was more to that.
Of course.
And I was right.
Of course. They always want to paint one person as the bad person, blah, blah, blah. But mind, you got your own skeletons in your closet. Stop it. Just stop. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel. Like, come on.
Just stop lying. Like, just own
be
it.
For real about it. You did it. You did it. Just we all grown. Be real with it. Just keep it 100. Keep it a buck.
It's like, I did it. I should not have done it. It was a long time ago. I regret it. I'm not that person anymore. You could have spun this whole thing and came out looking more sympathetic and more relatable because everybody have a past.
Right. Everybody.
So because you want to lie and make her look this horrible person for saying that or whatever, now you look at you. Look crazy as hell.
Like, honestly, it just baffles me how they want to point. But you ain't clearing the back yourself. Let's not do that. I can't stand it. But that is crazy. That man, that's way worse than what Teresa had done. Sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir. Pipe down. Oh, I wish this was out during recording. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been some good shit right there.
Yeah, it would have.
Right.
Now, people saying that Teresa had receipts either at the finale or at the watch party. It's possible this could be one of those receipts. I don't know.
Well, I guess we just have to watch and see.
Yeah, I guess so.
What? So, is there a date for the watch party?
It's in August. I remember it's in August. I don't remember the exact date though.
Because they should be coming to an end soon. Just saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they should be. I don't remember the date. Right. It's the first half of August. I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to find out, and we're definitely going to report back. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yes.
And then, this ain't really no tea, but I was on the TikTok the other day.
Uh-huh.
after the news broke that Biden was no longer going to be running for
Heard.
re-election
Yes.
and endorsed Kamala Harris.
Uh-huh.
And I was on the TikTok, and Renee Graziano from Mob Wives was
Oh,
live.
yes.
And I wasn't like watching her live. I just want to see what she was talking about. And she said that she did not believe that a woman should be in the White House, especially a married woman.
And why is that?
I didn't stick around for an explanation. I just kept on going. This ain't alleged. I heard it with my own 2 ears, by the way. That's what she had said. I said, girl, you stupid.
Real dumb. Just
Real dumb.
like I wish I could have heard or scroll past that to hear the rest of it or her thoughts of why she felt a married woman shouldn't be in the presidency seat. So, like, what is it? Like, tell me what exactly is on your mind for you to say some shit like that. Like, so
Listen,
a married man could be on the seat, but a married woman can't. Tell me what make it make sense, sis.
it don't make sense, and
It
that's why
does
I didn't stick
not.
around
To
for an
listen,
explanation. Listen, I'm not gonna listen to a woman who don't have a mind of her own, who
hmm
gets her money from illegal activities that the men of her family have gotten for her,
right?
whose business stopped and got shut down after she was no longer on Mob Wives because that's her only claim to fame. She's not relevant. She's not a great businesswoman.
Not at all. Not
So
at
why would I take her opinion seriously? She couldn't run for president of the HOA if she wanted to.
the president of the HOA.
She couldn't even do that. So I'm not going to sit here listening to her think that some woman can't be president of the United States.
Right, and let alone say because she's married. What? That doesn't make sense. It sounds not bright.
At all, honey. Well, she ain't never been too sharp when she was on the show, so it's glad to see some things are consistent.
Well, that shit has not changed, obviously.
Nope.
Mm.
But I think that's all I got for the tea. I know we got a lot to catch up on the
We
shows.
do, we do. Where do you want to start?
Oh, we can start anywhere because it's all fresh on my mind.
Ooh, I guess we can start down in Huntsville real quick. Let's just get there and get that one out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the latest thing for me right now. Tell me her name, Ken, and I always want to call her
Latricia.
Latricia. I want to call her Tisha for some reason. That's not her name. Latricia
Trish.
actually, Trish actually owning up to. You can't even say it's a rumor, or nobody's been rumoring it or whatever. But the truth finally came out about her knowing Martell. Mouth drop. What? What you
Did the
do?
truth come out though? Because
Well,
I think
not.
she's still lying.
She's probably still keeping some stuff in a bag, but she admitted that she did go to that man's house. That's a step.
And her story don't make no sense.
It doesn't. I don't. There's some holes. There's definitely some loopholes. But at least she was like, I did go over there. We were supposed to go to the gym, but we didn't make it there. I feel like you said there is a lot of gaps. The story just ain't storying right for me. And even when she
Mm.
was explaining how she met with her husband, her separated husband, because they not exes right now. That story wasn't, I don't think, told all the way to Ken. That was just my opinion. Because he
Okay.
definitely said that he wanted to sit down and have a conversation with Ken. She didn't express that. She didn't talk about that at
Yeah,
all.
you're right.
He made it seem like the conversation was fine and there was no animosity. But homeboy is still in love with her and wants to be with her and his kids.
No, he
Point blank.
don't. He said that. He said that he loves her, but he's not in love with her. The only issue that he has is with Ken being a father to the kids that he abandoned.
And that's his fault. He shouldn't have left.
That is his fault.
He,
And I'm
he
glad
I
Maurice, I mean, not
said
Maurice, I'm glad Marcel got in his ass
Marcel
about that
was
too.
Marcel was definitely being a very positive figure in this and telling and being honest and being straightforward about this whole situation. And he's right. Like, you abandoned your children. Like, you left the whole state and went somewhere else. What
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you will want somebody that's going to be there to care for your kids in a loving manner, to be there for them, and not like, what did he say? He was like, he don't want my daughter talking to him about certain stuff. Like, I want her to come to me. So you want her to just bypass the person that's there with her every day just to come talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That it just
Right?
blew my mind. Blew my mind.
Yeah.
And they were young, as he said, they were young when they got married, and then when they had
Mm-hmm.
kids and whatnot. So I feel that the whole when her parents or her family members that passed away, she had a lot of deaths in her family back to back, and he
It
just
was her
wasn't
mother, her father, and her
father.
sister.
So she had a lot of trauma happen to her, and for him to not be, I feel like it was a cop out, and it was it was no excuse for it. I've
Mm-hmm.
never had anybody die in my family, so nobody at all has passed away in your family these years you have been on this earth.
Right.
That just didn't make sense to me.
I mean, he might be telling the truth. He might not have known nobody close to him that's passed away. But how do you be married to someone and raise kids with someone and not have empathy for them when they're going through stuff? And then
Right.
also, those are your in laws. So did that not affect you at all when they passed away? Like,
And
did you not
obviously,
have any type of relationship with them?
it doesn't seem that way, Nate. It really doesn't seem that way. Like, you don't have to constantly be up in somebody's face 24/7, but at least send that quick text message. Hey, babe, you good? Let me know if you need anything. I'm here for you. Just be present. It's not
Mm-hmm.
just be present. That's all it is. That's all that matters. Just be there for that person when they need you. Just be there. And he wasn't. But like I said, I,
And
mm-mm.
sometimes it's the little things, like, you know what, let me take the kids out for an afternoon so you can
So
have
you
some
can
time
have
to yourself
right,
to let your emotions out or whatever. Or, let me take over cooking dinner tonight. You go upstairs and relax. Let me, hold you at night and just make you feel safe and loved. Like, be a fucking husband and a father.
right, right. Just be a husband and father. Be that person for her that she needs in her moment of need.
Hmm.
So, but obviously looking at him and hearing him talk, he's not that.
He ain't shit.
He boy's out in
He
space
ain't
somewhere.
shit.
He out in space somewhere.
Honey, I was disgusted.
Very much so, because I'm just listening. I'm like, what? Huh?
Hmm.
Are you really saying this right now? Are you for real? Do you hear the words that's coming out your mouth? That's how I felt. I thought
Hmm.
he can't be serious, is he? He was dead ass
No,
serious. He meant every
but
word
he
he said.
was.
I said, oh Lord, have
He
mercy.
believed everything he said.
Everything
Like
he said.
Finesse. Anyway, so yeah, he ain't shit. And quite frankly, I don't think Trish is either. I'm sorry. I think she fucked Martell at least once, or tried to, or wanted to. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean.
You said in the what milk?
Something in the buttermilk ain't clean.
Buttermilk. I ain't never heard that before.
That's
Listen,
all country saying
all
for
right,
you.
look, you got that right. I want to believe and hope that nothing happened between the two. But you know what, Nate? I don't
But think
know.
about the inconsistencies in the story. Martell told Stormy that she was at his house a couple times 25 years ago. Trish told Ken she went to his house 4 years ago because they were
Right.
supposed to go to the gym, but they never
Yeah,
made
but
it to the
they
gym.
didn't.
Why could you not meet him at the gym?
Right. Why you have to go to
Whatever
his
conversation y'all. Right. Why do you have to go to the house first?
Right. And Martell didn't say nothing about no gym.
He did it because you know what else? 4 years ago, Martell was still married to Melody, and that was during the pandemic. And Melody had said on the reunion that Martell was leaving the household and going to the gym, and that Martell had other mistresses besides the one he had that baby by. And there was also rumors that Martell was sleeping with a woman in an apartment that he owned with Marceau. I think they've been fucking.
Oh yeah. Oh, the truth is gonna come out. It's gonna be a lot of questions that need to be answered. Because if boy,
And if I'm right and that come out, Trish gonna lose a damn good man.
oh she is. Because I see Ken is a good person. You know, he's
Hmm.
no nonsense. He there. He been there. It's plan going on. Like you
He's
kept all
sweet,
this.
he's kind,
Mhm,
he's understanding, he communicates well,
he
he's
does.
patient.
Very patient. But the look on his face after
Mm,
she said that, it was like his heart just sunk. So I
I
guess
can imagine.
we shall see what goes on or what happens from last episode to the next. So yeah.
Hmm. Because I spoke about it with my fiance, and I was like, I would be mad as hell if I'm around one of your friends and then I find out, not even from you, but from somebody else, that y'all you two used to mess around in the past and you didn't tell. Like, I look stupid.
Right. I'm
And
in
that's
this
how Kim was trying to say. Like, let me know so that I'm aware so can't nobody blindside with me no
correct.
bullshit.
Exactly. I agree 100%. That's what I want. Tell me what's going on. I want to know so nobody can tell me something that I don't know. So I won't be looking like
Mm-hmm.
boo boo the fool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting congested.
Oh, that's not good.
I know. All right, well, let's move on to the next show.
Oh, let's do it.
Basketball Wives, you finally started watching that.
I finally started watching Basketball Wives, and I know these last two episodes, Jackie has not been present,
Mm-hmm.
but Evelyn has been digging up dirt on Jackie's past purpose. I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
don't get it. I guess for a storyline, because
Well,
honestly,
I already told you when I beef with a person, I dig into their past too, so I ain't saying nothing about that.
you did say that, but she found out some things. We found
Yeah.
out some things. I'm like, what? But
Yeah.
everybody's got some sort of a past, but sis got a past. Okay.
If it's true, yeah.
If it's
Allegedly.
true, allegedly. How do you feel about her friend? What's her name? Cheyenne?
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about her?
You know what? I don't know how good of a friend Cheyenne is because I do agree with some of the ladies where it's like, okay, yeah, kudos to you. You didn't look at the information that everybody was kikiing about, but you didn't say one word in defense of your friend.
Right.
Like if that was my homegirl and I'm in a group of people that I know don't like her or whatever, and that situation happened, I would be like, y'all, this ain't right. Like, if it's true, it was so long ago. Like, that's not what she's doing currently. Like, let's just don't do this. It's a bad look. Blah blah blah. Like, I would say
Right.
something
Just
in
say
defense of my girl,
something. Right. But she is
or
head on.
I would leave that party and call my homegirl and be like, listen, I was at this party and this is what's
And
going on.
such
I
and
just want
such.
to give it
Yeah.
a heads up.
XYZ. Mm-hmm. That part too. Now we don't know if she did or did not do that. I don't know. But
That's true.
yeah, we don't know per se, but obviously Jackie's gonna find out about what it is they done dug up on her. So the only person that we
Yeah.
know that's quote unquote still talking is Brandi. Now Brandi has really upset Brooke to
Yeah.
the utmost. To the utmost. Um,
Yeah.
but her Brandi and Evelyn about to get into this little tussle at the rooftop thing after they just helped out the community. Oh god. Lord.
Yeah.
Y'all know how to act
Oh,
when you
they
go.
ain't give a fuck about helping that community. That showed up for a shit. That's
You
like,
right.
are we filming? I'll be there.
Right. it's gonna make me a check, I'm coming.
Right. But
Hmm.
okay, so what did you think about Brandi versus Evelyn and Brandi versus Brooke?
I could understand why Brooke's point of view. They were just trying, and even Evelyn, they just trying to get Brandon to understand why they don't want to be around this certain person or why it's not okay, especially with Brooks. Now, Evelyn, on the other hand, she probably did say something about your daughter. Understood.
Mm-hmm.
But we have somebody's daughter who is no longer here with us,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, Brooks' feelings, I definitely understand. She's like, I can't do this. She got up and she left. I would have did the same thing because I don't need to be around this right now. It's already still,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in my healing process, but I'm still keeping going. But to invite somebody who was supposed to be my friend and then just seemingly just turns like she two-faced. I don't want to be around nobody like that because you don't mean me no good. Period. At all.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm glad you said that about Evelyn's daughter. 'Cause I want to make a quick comment, and so I'm going to give you my breakdown on what happened. If that comment that Jackie made about Evelyn's daughter was some years ago,
Mhm.
and after that they had been they made up, they was cool, they was kiki and all that kind of stuff. So if
Right.
you really that bothered by what she said, you should have stayed bothered by what she said. Don't try to
Right.
revisit it now because you mad about something else.
Correct.
You get what I'm
Don't
saying?
why bring that back up? Like you said, if you've already squashed it, y'all have moved on. You know,
Right.
but to bring it back up and then have an issue because Brooke has an issue. Like,
Evelyn is Evelyn is trying to stay relevant. That's all
yes,
it is. That's
you
all it is. She's trying to stay
exactly.
relevant with what's going on.
That's what I said. Because sis ain't got no lines. There's nothing for her to give at all
Mm-hmm.
on basketball. She's just there. Honestly,
Because
for me,
she's just there. There's nothing for her to give because she gave it away to all the players and all the other associations. So she just already used up.
you funny. You are funny, funny,
Well,
funny. But yeah, you're right.
so here's my breakdown.
Okay.
Um, I 100% understand and agree with Brooke because Jackie went way below the belt and it went
Right.
way too far to a place where I don't feel like you can come back from that. So as far as anybody on the cast currently having an issue with Jackie, Brooke is the only one that I support not making up with her because
Hmm.
I get that level of hurt. With Brandi, I understand Brandi has a different relationship with Jackie than Brooke does with Jackie, whatever. So I
Right.
can see why she would be so forgiving. But let's help. I'm in a better place in my life. I want everybody to get along. Let me try to help facilitate things.
Right. The positive in the middle.
Where
Right.
right. For her wanting them to talk and being optimistic about Jackie taking accountability for what she said to Brooke, I see her mindset in that. What she fucked up with was trying to go and be sneaky with it and having
And
Jackie at
not
that party
right and not
without
say
telling
anything
Brooke.
to her. Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Because Brooke don't want her around her at all. So for you to go behind her back and try to bring her up there anyway, even though your intentions were good, the way you went about it was fucked up.
It's fucked up. E- exactly.
You
Very
should
fucked up.
respect her boundaries and not even try because Brooke's not interested in repairing anything. You can't make somebody make up
You
when
can't
one
force
person
it.
does not want to.
Right. You have to if they want to do it, you let them do it on their own. Don't try to
Hmm.
force something that's not gonna work right now because it's not gonna work at all, period. But
Right.
you're right, sneaking behind her and not telling her that Jackie was coming, it was pretty fucked up. You just like, hey, friend, I want to give you a heads up and let you know that I did invite Jackie. Let Brooke have that option to come or not come. Just let it be
Hmm.
what it is.
Hmm.
So yeah.
And then with Brandy versus Evelyn, I can, I do think that Evelyn is still trying to stay relevant. However, if you want to take things at face value, Evelyn and Brooke's friendship is deeper than what I originally thought. So it could be that she really is in defense of Brooke picking up for Brooke or whatever. Because, like I said, Brenda was fucked up for what she did.
Right.
But that whole them versus each other. I mean, Brandi was kind of right. She was like, okay, I already said I'm sorry. I already said it was a mistake in what I did. What else do you want from me? Like, now you just
Right,
want
she
to
just
berate me
kept
just to berate
pushing.
me.
Right, she
Right,
just kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And she said she was okay. She just need a minute. Let that minute go. Evelyn, stop pushing it. She was pushing. She was
right.
just pushing too much. Just go ahead.
Like Brandi said, like, I already apologized. I already said I was wrong. Like, there ain't nothing else you can say after that. There ain't nothing else you can do after that. So at
Right,
this
so just
point,
let
you
it
want to
go.
fight. You
Right.
want an issue.
Evelyn was looking for a fight. She was ready to make herself relevant that night.
And
All
I'm sorry, but if Brandi and Evelyn get into a physical altercation, Evelyn gonna whoop Brandi's ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it. I think Evelyn would take Brandi.
I think when it comes to Evelyn, she could probably take everybody the same.
I ain't say that. I did not say that.
That's how I feel now. I don't know who I think will beat her, but honestly, I think
Brooke.
when it comes to you think Brooke, what? Yeah,
Now, Brooke and Evelyn ain't gonna come to blows because they real tight. But
if
I've
it
seen
had
Brooke
to.
angry, and I've seen Brooke fight. Brooke will beat the brakes off Evelyn
That now
if it
that
came
I
to that.
haven't seen, so I can't say.
Oh, baby.
I have to go on YouTube and find one just so I can see what you're talking about.
There was one season where Brooke and Jackie, it's like way back in the day, Brooke and Jackie got into it, and they ended up cutting the fight out. Like, they just had to screen black or whatever. And when they came back, Brooke was still pretty much together. Jackie looked fucked up. Like, she beat the brakes off Jackie. Jackie to this day keeps saying that she did not get beat up by Brooke. But I'm like, the visuals tell a different story, sis.
All right, she she dragged your ass through the mud, sis. Just let it go. She got you. She tag.
I would not want it with Brooke.
Yeah, you're about right. Brooke do look like she can go blow for blow. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So do.
But I'm excited for next week, though. Jackie gonna be
I
back
am
in
too,
the
Jackie.
mix.
She definitely gonna be back. So I'm ready for
Yeah.
this. I'm ready
Now
for
I'm
this.
not excited. I'm not excited to put Brooke through turmoil, but
Turmoil.
I am excited to see some shit get started.
Right, because it's been real calm, cool, and collective.
Hmm.
The last two episodes. Because Jackie has
And we
not
needed to shake up.
a little shake, a little bit, a little
Just a little
shake,
shimmy.
a little shimmy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But yes, I do look forward to that with Jackie coming back. So let's see what goes going forward. Okay.
You're right. Now, where you want to end? Not end with. Where you want to go next? OC or Dubai?
Oh man, we can talk to about the OC ladies.
Okay.
Okay. Jen Jen is the one who quote unquote rented a house from somebody Gina knew, right?
Hmm. Yes. So
Oh,
Jen went to Gina for help looking for a place, a property, and Gina, being a brand new real estate agent, had to deal with another real estate agent, and instead of making Jen do a credit check, Gina vouched for her personally, and that's how she got that place. But
correct,
then Jen couldn't pay the rent and got evicted.
correct. And now she's living with Ryan, who she don't even know what he do.
She said he don't do nothing
But then she started to make up some other stuff.
because she realized what she said, and we
We know
know
what
that he about to
happened,
be in some trouble with the FBI. So
right? Child, Lord have mercy. I
fix it, Jesus.
That's all I can say. Cause Cicely seems like she been going through HELL ever since she got divorced, Jen. And she
Hmm.
was crying to her dad and her mom because they've helped her out so much. My fear is, and I don't want everyone to put this on nobody because I know I don't have my dad around anymore. But if
Hmm.
her parent was to not be here anymore, what the fuck is she going to do? Oh, Lord have mercy.
Not teach yoga for $50 a class. I tell you that. You got to get a job somewhere else,
Oh, well, some got to give.
doing something else.
Right, because now honestly we haven't heard anymore, or we just haven't dug anymore into this whole Ryan and the troubles that he got into a couple of months back. But what if homeboy loses all his stuff? What are you gonna do? You got to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. That's how I feel. I
Yeah.
do feel in a sense bad for her. I feel that what happened between her and Gina is rather fucked up in a sense, but I don't think
Mm-hmm.
Jen did it intentionally. But Gina, for me, is just taking it to whole new levels of unnecessariness, honestly, and telling everybody, I did this for her, da 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 da. If you stop talking about it, stop talking about it, because what you're doing is making yourself look even worse than what she has done to you. Am I right or am I wrong? Because that's
Oh,
just my.
you right.
I'm
You
like,
is
girl,
absolutely right.
like I was a new realtor at the time, and I'm still trying to put my name out there. But yes, she did blankety blank to you, but you're being disgusting about it, unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
Like, if you cared so much about your reputation as a realtor, I would not keep bringing up over and over and over again that you personally vouched for her to get that house with no credit check. Because Janet said shit about that. You saying that on camera. So you making
right?
yourself look bad. Because if I was
Horrible.
looking for a realtor, I would not go to you because I'd be like, you don't know what the fuck you doing. And you telling people business.
Right. I would not. I definitely would not go to her. I I just feel like Gina's being super nasty. Disgusting. As they say in Jersey. Disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Being real disgusting, real nasty. And it's not necessary. Like Jen was calm. Jen was trying to have a conversation with Gina when they were in the coffee shop. And Gina just goes 0 to 100 and it's not necessary and gets up and walks out. Just let the lady speak.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all went to have a conversation. A conversation goes 2 ways. It's not you yapping your
Mm-hmm.
mouth and saying what you think you need to say and not listening to what Jen is going through, or telling her situation. Oh, I bet she's living with that dude. What, she needed somewhere to go. She got kids. They don't
Right.
want to be on the street.
Right.
Just because you kicked your dude out and y'all want to live separately, and he hot. He 38, hot on that shit. He hot. He's not happy about this. But yeah, um, that's pretty much the whole for me when it came to the last episode that I watched. She's talking about it with
I
Emily.
think
Just stop talking. But go ahead.
I think that Gina is projecting her issues onto Jen. I think that Gina is projecting her insecurities onto Jen, and I'll tell you why. Because before this happened, Gina was the broke bitch in the group. Gina was the one that everybody was paying for with the trips and the dinners and all that kind of stuff, buying her things.
Yeah.
And she was the one that people on social media would rag on, be like, "Oh, she must be the manager at Chili's. Like she ain't got it like that." Blah blah blah. Now that you got your little real estate career and you think you poppy, you think you hot shit or whatever, you punching down on Jen because now it's like, oh look, everybody, I'm not broke anymore. I'm not broke anymore. She is. It's
She
her.
is
It's
right.
her.
Point the finger.
That's what it is. But
Right.
everything that she took from the viewers and the fans and the other women, she's pushing all of that or
On
trying to push all of that onto Jen.
right, because you know what
And
she was
she's
bringing
not
up
doing it
how she got her
very
face
well.
done and she got her hair done and she looked like she got on new clothes. Well, what you want the lady to walk around looking crazy? I mean, she
I
got
mean, first of all, you're on TV, so you're going to want to look decent.
correct.
Second of all, I'm trying to figure out how do you know her clothes is new? Like, are you that close with her that you know what's in her closet?
In that lady
So you know
closet.
what she got or what she don't got?
Well, I tell you, Jen looked real nice. Gina looked crazy.
She did. So
Looked real crazy.
that's the part be right there because Gina's about to have more money than Jen, but Gina looked like she the broke one still.
She still do. I said, what is she wearing? This lady can't dress and comb your head.
That's
Something.
why she mad.
Ooh.
She like, damn, I finally came up and I still can't look like I belong on this show.
at all. She just looked terrible, and I swear I think that lady's younger than me, but she looked old as fuck. Maybe I don't know. Suppose
Do
she just
you, how old is she? I thought she was in her 30s.
she looked hella older than me. She looked rough. Life has been lifing with her.
Oh, she been through some shit. Ain't
Yeah,
no mistake. She been through some
it's
shit, but
definitely showing now. You can see it.
hmm
Good God Almighty! I would just take it that comb and comb that side of their head that was like open right there. Just comb it. But yeah, that was
but that
yeah.
I would say back to that conversation though. Now, the way that Gina spoke to Jen was low and disgusting and trifling. Some of what she said, while it was not the right delivery, was true.
Was true. Yes,
Because Jen does need to stop relying on her ex-husband and her current boyfriend and her daddy. She is a grown 46-year-old woman with 5 kids. She needs to learn how to support herself and
I
support her
said that.
family.
I said
You
that.
did.
I did.
That's the only part I agree with
That,
Gina about. She
right.
didn't say it. She did not say it right.
She didn't
But what she
deliver it
said
perfectly.
was
What
right.
she said was right. Wasn't
Right.
wrong at all. And that's fine. Sometimes people you do need a friend group who's gonna be honest with you and tell you what you need to hear. But sometimes your deliveries how you deliver it isn't always the best. Just saying.
Right. Because she just blew, like you said, she just blew up and there was no
Yeah.
reason for it. There was nothing Jen said that should have
To
triggered
do
you to
that.
that point.
Hmm.
It's like
And
you just couldn't wait.
she had that shit was boiling. It was boiling inside. She ready to let this shit out, and she let it out. But like
Hmm
through the first, what's this? The last few episodes, Jen has not said anything nasty about Jen. She just knew she needed to have a conversation with her. She needed to talk to her and just let her know what was going on, and that was it. Nothing
That was it.
nasty, nothing off kilter, no nothing like that. So
It was
Gina for me was really.
it was no reason for it to escalate to that point at
It
all.
was not at
And
all.
if it, and then this woman just got evicted with 5 kids. You can have some compassion. Let me buy your coffee. Let me find some resources to help you out. Let me encourage you. Let me try to find uplift
Right.
you and tell you, hey, maybe this isn't working for you. Maybe you should think about this kind for a career or this job, or you should be doing this. Do you need some help? Heather DeBrow got buku money and all these properties. Heather should go to her. But you know what? Let me put you in one of these houses that I'm not staying in all the time. Don't let your kids tear my shit up because it's expensive. But let me try to find you
But
somewhere. You
just
know what I'm saying?
some type of resources. Just don't knock her
Right,
down when she's already down.
right.
Like I don't know who Gina's. I mm, I
It ain't just Gina. I think a lot of these women should try to be more helpful to Jen,
right, but they're not
given her
going to
situation.
because when she's
No.
down, they just want to punch her while she's down even more. I'm ready for her to have her
hmm
victory. I am. I want Jen to have her victory moment.
I don't think that's gonna happen this season. We might
Well,
have to
no, I'm
wait
not
2 or 3
saying
years for
right,
that.
right. I'm not saying it's gonna happen this season, but when that moment happens, it's gonna be. I want to see it. I can't wait.
hmm
Um, Heather and Shannon met up,
hmm
had dinner, to discuss their issues.
hmm
What the fuck is their issues?
So if you recall last season, um, Shannon was drunk calling people in the cast talking about her issues with John and stuff. And Heather's like, she's told me a lot about John, but I keep that,
To
you know,
myself. Okay,
private or
yeah.
whatever. But the way she kept mentioning, oh, you told me this stuff, but I wouldn't talk about it, made it seem like it was something so dark and horrific. So that's what that little breakdown was. And then, everybody was against Heather at one point, including Shannon. So Heather probably still got her guard up from that too. But like, I don't know if I can just slowly let people in. Like, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right. Ugh.
That was that. But I'm glad that they did decide to move forward, even if it is just baby steps.
Baby steps, right? I'm glad too. Just baby steps. Literally, that's what it is.
hmm
That's really the only big things that for me were during that time. Because that damn Gina, I said, "Oh my god, this lady is off
Yeah,
the
that was
rocker." Yeah.
shocking.
Mm.
Mm, 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 mm. Well,
Like,
let's go across the water and let's go
let's
to
go
Dubai.
across to Dubai. Now, listen, Talene, what
Yes,
is your take on Talene and
I like Talene.
this beggar being a beggar and asking to be on the
Hmm.
show or asking to be go here, there, da 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 da? How do you feel about that?
I like Talene. Um, I it would not surprise me if she was like, "Oh, I really want to be on the show with you. I really want to be on the show with you." However, it works in Talene's favor that when she got on the show, she doesn't. It doesn't come off like she's desperate and thirsty.
She does not.
She doesn't. So even if that part was true, she played it well because
Mhm.
now that adds to her credibility.
Right.
I do like Talene, and uh,
Uh oh. Uh oh.
I like Brooks, but Brooks just needs some Jesus and some therapy, honey. Whatever that healing shit is
That
she doing
healing
with
stuff ain't
Sarah,
working.
it's not right, honey. Just go to church and
So
go to a doctor and get on the medication. Get your shit together, because I'm rooting for you, but you're making it hard. Damn.
sis needs some sleep. Sis needs some sleep. Sis needs some sleep. She need to rest. She tired from working.
I'm,
But so
I'm just.
now, and I let me tell you something. Talene, love Talene. I like Talene.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a great addition to the group. I do understand that her and Brooks had a friendship before coming onto the show, and is a definition of years. But Brooks is not happy because she is building a bond, which you build bonds with all the people that are in the group. But it's a problem because it's Caroline.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will say that I did see a tweet where Brooks tweeted a couple weeks ago that her issues with Stanberry did not start with Stanberry talking about Talene at that concert. She said that they had other issues that were deeper than that, but for whatever reason they didn't put it on the show, and that she can't wait for the reunion so it can all come to light and make it make sense.
Right. But
That's what she said.
understood whatever issues y'all two had, that's what that was. But your issue at this current moment that of us watching is your friend bonding with another person who was past tense or whatever y'all got going on, was a friend of yours, Stanberry.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sitting at the table and Brooks is talking and fake. And as soon as Talene starts talking, she's talking fake. She's so fake. Fake. She's like, "Are you calling me fake?" She was like, "I didn't call your name." But I'm like, "Well, who the fuck is she talking to?"
Brooke whole from the moment she walked into Stanberry's house for that housewarming
With the
party
sage?
with with
Sis.
stank. Don't walk in nobody else's house with sage, especially somebody you got issues with. You don't do that. That's rude.
Right.
First and
I
foremost, that's
cleanse
not your
my own
house.
house. Right. You
Right,
cleanse
that's
your
not
own
your
house.
house.
It's not yours.
Then you brought it's a seated dinner with a
You
guest
bought
list. You brought
somebody
somebody without saying that pissed me off wasn't the sage did, because I'm like, where the fuck is this person gonna sit? In the
in the
kitchen with the
kitchen.
staff?
Listen,
Like,
in the kitchen. You heard me. I said in the kitchen. Because they wasn't invited.
she lucky that Lisa's husband couldn't make it and I opened up a seat. But what if everybody was there? Where
Right.
now you make your friend look crazy because your friend ain't got nowhere to sit, they ain't got no plate.
Like, that was very rude. That's not
Very
courteous at
declasse.
all. So, say it again.
It was very declasse.
Right. You just gonna bring
Mm-hmm.
somebody because you want to bring them. What?
Right.
No,
And
that
then
is
like you said, she was doing the fake taunt at Talene
right. She was
and
doing
then
fake.
trying to backpedal.
And right, backpedaling hard. I know she was tired from backpedaling. Had to be legs, arms, and everything. But the fact that I know Talene's husband loves her, and you can tell because he gonna take up for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to these ladies in a little situation, sir, just have a seat and let them handle it. Don't say nothing. That's just how this
Yes.
all works. Um,
He should have. I okay. I don't feel like he was threatening
and
Brooks
he
in a
wasn't
way of like trying to say I'm gonna beat your ass. I think that the way he spoke to her was inappropriate, especially for the culture that they're in that country that they're in.
Now that part, because if we were
Yeah.
home and you was back in the States, all bets off.
Even there, I do feel like it was inappropriate for the way he spoke to her. But I think the way he should have did was not be like, Brooks, I got her. It's okay. Calm down. Like, y'all don't do this here. Don't do this here. And then take your wife out like you were doing. This whole, like, I don't give a fuck about these cameras and blah, blah, that wasn't necessary.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
I understand you being heated. I understand you want to defend your wife and everything. But you took it to a point where it's going to
you
be hard to
look
come back from.
right, and it makes you look like you were trying to intimidate.
It makes you look aggressive as hell.
Right, very aggressive. And he didn't want to be seen in that light, and he said that,
Mm-hmm.
the next day. So
now
yeah.
Stanberry telling Sergio to sit the fuck down and don't get involved. Now that's how you handle this.
Right. Sit down, Sergio. No, sit down. Have a seat. Sit the fuck down. I said, "Ooh, okay, all right, Caroline.
I thought you better get him.
Right, sit."
Because she knew what it was. She like, oh, we're not about to put that image on us.
We're definitely not. And if they tear some shit up in my house, they ask the motherfucking pay when you getting the bill. That white couch.
That
white couch.
I was about to say, that couch that she cares so much about, that was funny.
That's just for show. The dog the only one that sit on that couch. And he got a blanket on it.
That's funny.
They started out on their trip to Bali, which looked immaculately beautiful. Oh my gosh. They looked like they had a good time that first night. Oh yeah. They had fun. I enjoyed watching Ayan and drinking, and the girl, she is funny. That's my girl right there.
Yeah, that's me when I drink. I love alcohol, and yes, it made me do some wild shit.
Right, she was off the chain. I said, "Look at this lady over here." Right, I see you with your mason jar over here. I love it. You drinking moonshine?
Yes. Now this is Jim Beam honey infused whiskey. And I'm mixing it with sparkling ice classic lemonade, 0 sugar.
Oh, we
and
fancy.
it's a wonderful combination. Yes.
Might have to try that one day. But anywho.
Sparkling Ice and Jim Beam do not sponsor this podcast, but I wish they would. It's my new favorite drink for the summer.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Now listen, at the end of the episode, it was to be continued because Stanberry brought up the fact that Sarah, there was a voice message of Sarah talking about Brooks.
Mm-hmm. I want to hear this message.
I want to hear it too. I want to hear it.
Sarah be getting on my nerves too, so I want to see her come down a peg.
And Stanberry has a point. She's like, it's not that I don't want my friend to heal, but she's like, but you are speaking for her when I'm trying to talk to her. Just let her speak.
Mm-hmm.
Who you heard?
And if she mess up her words, she mess up her words. Like,
right, just let her figure it out.
She's a big girl.
Right, she's not no baby. Let that lady talk. Let her get it off her chest, however which way she does it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes talking about, oh, she was just drunk. She was just drunk, so she called me and see you next Tuesday because she was drunk.
I mean, but I have been saying I wonder what's gonna happen that caused this big rift between Lisa and Ayan, and I think now we got an answer because the voice message was that Lisa shared it to Ayan privately, but Ayan shared it with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to see what happened.
Where it came from, right? I can't trust you. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. I mean, Ayan did say I was wrong. I'm sorry, but when you first find out, you don't want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So looks like we're about to see the fallout, and I'm sad.
I'm sad because I like them together.
I do. I like that trio of Lisa, Stanberry, and Ayan. I like those three together, and that's about to fall apart hard. We're at the end of that era.
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah.
do you have any more on Dubai?
No, that was about it with Dubai. That's it. What about
Well,
you?
now it's time for me to talk about Big Brother.
Go ahead. Fill
So I'm
me in.
so excited because
Uh-huh.
Big Brother is my favorite reality. Well, The Schraders is my favorite reality competition series. But
Uh-huh.
Big Brother is also one of my favorite reality competition
Okay.
series. I look forward to it every summer. I'm so excited. They just started last week, and shit already got kicked off. It ain't even been a
Already?
full week yet. Yes, honey. Okay, so let me try to tell you the best I can because I know you ain't got time on your schedule to watch these 3 episodes a week. So,
Hey, damn. Go ahead.
hmm oh, but they be worth it though. They
I
be
believe
worth it, let me tell you. So, there's a middle aged woman from Utah named Angela. She won HOH. And she was, talking with the other house guests to see who you put up on the block for eviction, because the first round of that is very difficult because everybody is still getting to know each other, and you really don't have like a lot to go on in
right.
terms of getting people out of the house yet. And so there was this one young gentleman named Matt. So there was a misunderstanding between them two because Matt felt like she was making comments and putting a target on his back. And she was like, no, no, no. I just had like basically like word diarrhea. Like it just came out and I apologized. I had no bad intention whatsoever.
Right.
And so Matt was like, thank God we cleared that up because if you were, I was going to come for you next week and I would have got you out of here, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he didn't say it in a nasty way. He wasn't like overly aggressive or intimidating with her, like he just said that. Baby, the next morning, Angela comes down and has a whole theatrical show. I can
Oh,
send you a clip. It's about 9 minutes long.
you send it to me. Let me check
We
this out.
seen that on the live feeds. And she was going off and just rambling and going off about Matt and how he is a brat and how he was so like verbally aggressive with her, and she kept calling him crazy eyes and stuff. And he was like, "How did I threaten you? Like, what did I say?" With that, she's like, "You know what you did. You know what you did." Like she was just. It's our first iconic moment of the season, and that was only a few days after it started. So I will send you that link, that Twitter link, if I find it again.
Uh-huh.
And so now, I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next because on the live feeds, you see like what's happening with the competitions and all that kind of stuff. But we ain't got to that part on the actual scheduled TV show part yet. So I
Okay.
gotta wait and see what's gonna happen, who she put on the block and got evicted and stuff. I won't give no spoilers and nothing like that, even though this gonna come out after that's gonna happen. But whatever.
Right.
It's off the shame.
Oh
Now,
man.
some juiciness for you. These Twitter people be finding some shit out.
Oh, hit me.
Angela, this is not her first time on television.
What she
She
done?
was on the she was on The Price is Right, and she was on the episode of Dr. Phil.
The fuck?
So now it looks like she was a plant in the house. Like production probably found her and was like, "Hey, we're gonna cast you on this show. We want you to act like this, blah blah blah." That's what it's given.
Wow. That lady like being on
I'm
TV.
I'm not saying that's a fact. I'm saying that's what it's given.
Right. So hold on. So when it comes to Big Brother, these are people that have been on TV before, or these are just your common people that have not?
These are just common people.
Okay.
Now, last season we did have someone from Survivor. She was on Survivor twice, and she won the Schraders the first season, and she was on Big Brother. That casted her.
Okay.
So I mean, you can have TV as your background, but like they're not looking just for TV people. They're looking for everybody.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Now, also, you can do your little casting audition and everything to try to get a Big Brother. It's a very difficult process you have to go through. and it's like winning the lottery to get on the show. But also, they will recruit people too. Like they'll go on social media and they'll look at your stuff, whatever, see how many followers you got, see what your Instagram and everything is like, and then they're like, "Hey, do you want to be a Big Brother?" So they do recruit people as well as casting people as well.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
But of course, the recruits are not going to come in and say, "I was recruited." They're going to come in and act like, "Oh, I'm such a fan of the show. I can't believe I got it," like that.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
'Cause, I mean, I know there's celebrity Big Brother, and then there's, I guess we want to call them the common folk
yeah.
Big Brother. Oh, okay, I got it.
Now,
Oh,
also something interesting this season that we found out about one of the contestants is there's another woman on the show named Brooklyn, and she also was on the Dr. Phil show in the past. So it's giving like what is going on?
yeah, for sure. Not The Price is Right and Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Uh,
So sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes the stuff people find out about this show be more interesting than the show itself. Because I'm like, well, who else been on TV before?
that part.
What is going on?
What is going on? Right. Like, I'm still Dr. Phil and The Price is Right. I always wanted to be on The Price is Right. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Oh, I could see you. You know what? I was telling my fiance this the other night. We was watching Big Brother. I could see you on Big Brother.
Me? Oh
Yes.
Lord. Oh no.
I think it would be difficult for you to not have contact with your family for that long. But you on the show, your personality and your competitiveness and all that, I think you make great television. I think that's the show for
I
you.
think we both make good television.
Yeah, I'm not going on Big Brother job. I think you'd be perfect for Big Brother.
Why would you not want to go in there?
Oh,
That ain't telling me shit.
but I think you'd be great.
Why is what does that mean, Nate?
Listen, so you are a team player,
No, you're not.
okay? No, listen to what I'm about to say, right?
Okay, go
You're
ahead,
a
go ahead.
team player, and you do what's good for the whole of the show overall. I think that's your personality. So production tells you like, hey, we want you to go on your confession and say this one liner because it's gonna be catchy, whatever. I feel like you'd be a good sport about it, and you would do it. And I think that you would play a great social game. I think you'd be in a lot of alliances. I think that people would really like you and everything. For me, if I
Right.
was in that house, I think day one, I think people try to get me out because if I don't know you like that, I'm very standoffish. I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna make snap judgments, but leave me alone. I typically don't like people before I like them. And if you tell me what to do and what to say, I'm not gonna like that. I'm just gonna be myself, period. So I think production would be
Okay.
irritated by me. I think the other housemates would be like, he don't want to be here. Let's just go ahead and get him out real quick.
Right.
That's why I said I'm not good for it, but I think that you'd be perfect.
I did. I always wanted to be on a real world.
hmm
Yeah, back in the
I
day.
think that
I wanna do
I
that.
just think your only difficulty would be not being able to call your family and stuff like that. I think that's the only thing
Yes,
that would drive you crazy.
that is very true because that would drive me crazy because I talk to them every day.
hmm Multiple times.
Yes, I
It
do.
ain't like the bad thing. I'm just saying like I know how close you are. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, it's not a bad thing. It is definitely not. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying, but yeah, what you calling me? I'm too nice. No, not nice. Too friendly. That's what
Yes,
you
you're
say.
too friendly.
Too friendly.
Because the way you spoke to me earlier today was not nice.
We're not gonna go there. We're having a great day right now.
We don't have to. I'm just bringing it to your attention.
Mate, I'm never
Anywho,
never nice sometimes.
huh?
I said I'm not nice all the time. I'm
I
be
know. Oh, I know
real
you're not.
nasty. I'm nasty.
You what?
Nasty. Nasty and nice sometimes.
Sometimes you just flat out nasty, but we ain't got to go there.
Whatever. Anyways.
But yeah. Oh, we need to talk about our schedule too because starting next week Big Brother's gonna be on Wednesdays at 8.
We're gonna do this right now on camera.
We ain't gotta do it right there. I'm saying at some point we gotta have a conversation.
Well, we're gonna have to have a lot of conversations. You know, school coming back up.
That's
And
true
soccer.
too. Oh boy. Next production meeting.
Next production board meeting, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. All right, well, you got anything else?
Don't.
Okay,
I
because
miss
I'm
you though.
burning
This
up.
is fun.
Okay, Google, turn on air conditioning.
Oh Lord. Turn it on.
Please. Thank you.
That's
All
probably
right, so if you like what you heard and seen and you want more, please like, comment, download, subscribe, rate, all of the positive things, and we
do
will be
it.
back next week. Don't interrupt my outro.
You know what, Nate? Go ahead and finish your shit.
Okay, love you. Bye-bye.
Yes.